Good evening. This is the Rutland Town Planning Commission, and it's April 17 of 2025. Welcome, everyone. Our meeting will come to order now, and let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge of Allegiance.
United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the first item is approval of the agenda. I'd like to add that we would like to go into executive session to speak with the town attorney. Is there, and like to start the meeting with that. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to enter into executive session as per 1 VSA 1313 1 F confidential attorney-client communications.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Andy? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, unanimous? Okay, we're in executive session.
You're all set.
Okay,
Thank you, folks.
thank
Pleasure
you.
meeting you all.
Thank you very much.
You've got the times bill and when we went in and
Yeah,
everything.
it's part of the recording.
Okay, we're back
I know your name.
in our regular meeting here. So I think probably everyone agrees we should have a change of course here with the subdivision ordinance.
I think maybe we should. Are we out of executive session?
Yes.
Just all think about this for next week and say, for the next meeting and say, what's really the right thing to do for the town? And pursue it that way. I mean, is the best thing for the town going the long haul and attempting to put in zoning? And see, and let it fall whatever way it does.
He made
Or
it
do we
pretty,
just take the short route and
and put
do a
some,
subdivision and regulation and that's it?
or we do, he also suggested doing one and then the
Yeah,
other.
that's the third option.
Yeah.
But I would be kind of afraid that if we just do the one, the second might never get done. And that you have the implications of Act 181.
Yeah,
So that's,
okay, well, okay, let's take it under advisement.
I certainly. And
For the next-
it seems terrible that the three people that did all that work is virtually for naught.
I know,
I
wish we
certainly
had
say
this
I-
conversation sooner.
Don't want to see it repeated.
Okay,
Well, I guess the good news is we can change direction now and not waste any more time.
Pardon?
We can change direction now and not waste any more time.
Exactly.
I would suggest you don't proceed as you have been until we talk about this again. Okay,
So, let me just make sure that I'm clear with the, what the subcommittee's charge is, that we are being relieved of any further work on, subdivision regulations as of this evening?
no, we're just postponing your work
We're on hold.
on hold.
We've been paused.
That was wishful thinking.
That's right.
Okay,
Okay.
nice try. Okay, so let me rephrase this then, that the charge of the subcommittee working on subdivision regulations is going to be revised at our next meeting.
It most likely will be, but that will be the decision made.
Will
at
be
that meeting.
discussed at our next
Yeah.
meeting. And that there's no point in us meeting again until our next subdivision, until our next planning commission meeting. And the reason that I'm asking that is because we have a meeting on the books, right, Bill?
Yes.
So that meeting can be postponed.
Yes.
I just wanted to be clear so that we don't have to meet. That was, okay.
Okay. Okay, let's wrap up here. The river corridor stuff, Kyle Madash has a list of our questions. I haven't heard back from him. And then the pocket park, that's a larger discussion. The select board essentially said, well, now that we don't have the grant, the planning commission can tell us, maybe come up with a plan for proceeding with that. So Mike Rowe will be rec director as of July 1st. So we might as well include him in some discussions as well. Make sure we're all on board, thinking the same sort of thing. There is some discussion about the boat launch again. So that's one of the reasons why I say that we're all on the same page.
I thought we decided that the boat launch was not,
We did.
Oh,
But the select
is
board
it's dead, right? The boat launch was
I thought
decided
that,
as
right, it was a safety issue
safety issue,
and a
definitely.
liability concern. So why? Okay,
it's still out there. It's something the chair of the select board would like to see. And I'm not sure, maybe Mike Rowe would want to see it too. So that's
Send one of them down there in a kayak and let them launch it.
I thought we had,
And
well,
then,
there's no place to put out either.
That's-
I mean,
now that current is so strong, a good kayaker is gonna be
who's
be
There's no
hard
place
pressed to
in-
come back
in-
against
in
it.
Right, but-
Proctor, there's no place to really put out except, just going on people's properties and stuff like that.
so who gave us the, recommendation to remove that? I know we had.
I think
the discussion.
we just did it and then we definitely reinforced it when we did the application for the recreational trails program, which we didn't get.
What do you mean we reinforced it?
I made a new map for that application and it didn't include. It
But-
moved everything down to the southern end, but still didn't include.
Right, I remember the question, but I thought somebody told us that should be removed. Whose opinion was it that we needed to remove that because it was a safety and liability risk?
I think we've heard from several people.
I'm talking about somebody in standing, not somebody who just said, it seems like it's a safety risk to me. I thought that we had it on.
I
good
think,
authority.
I think our good authority was like, well, for the sake of the application, sure, you don't need to put it in. Because
I'll have to go back and check.
I don't know who
Yep.
would have the authority to be able to say, this is a safe boat launch or not a safe boat launch.
Right, but do you remember that conversation or no?
I don't.
Okay,
Okay, but I'll say this, I'm a licensed captain and I don't think it's safe.
okay.
So go from there.
yeah. So yeah, let's just noodle that. That's going to be something that we're going to have to defend. Our views on that.
Yeah.
As we go forward and think about this in phases. What should be done in the first phase? So we can talk about that at our next meeting too.
So think about the pocket park in phases.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So did it come out in the next meeting? I wasn't here for the last meeting. The grant did not get approved.
Right. It did not get approved
Yeah.
and it probably wasn't the best fit. It's a recreational trails program grant. So we had a lot of other stuff besides trails were actually more of an afterthought than,
I don't really think we need it either. I think we can do a nice job with that park in town for a whole lot less than $50,000.
I think there is, some agreement on that. Okay, any other announcements? Or any announcements, Bill? Okay, the minutes for March 27th.
Move to approve the minutes of March 27th, 2025.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? While Norm's out of the room?
None.
think there'd be none.
I didn't say that.
I voted on. You can watch the tape.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Staying.
Okay,
Approved,
is there a motion to adjourn?
Don't move.
All right,
Okay,
we're
go ahead, you
adjourned.
get it.